Hi everybody, welcome pile 1 to your reading today, where I'm going to be channeling in the first person, like as if I'm your person speaking to you. And we're going to do a lot of channeled messages from your person today about what they would say to you. So I feel like your person has a lot to say, and I'm excited to dive in. You have picked a few things. You have picked with these cute little snowman coasters. You've picked this cute guy in the red hat. So I think that's very festive and he's darling. So we're going to prop him up so you can see him during this session. And I'm going to put him, maybe I'll put him over here. I want to put him in frame so you can see him. There we go, perfect. Okay, so I'll do it on this side this time, which is different. And you also have picked this beautiful shimmering snowflake ornament. So that is also very sparkly and very beautiful. Perhaps one or both of you lives in a place that has a lot of snow. So that is beautiful. Also maybe perhaps with this snowflake ornament, maybe you feel like this connection is a little frozen in time or on pause. But what I love about this snowflake is how unique snowflakes are, how each one is different. So I feel like that this is a very unique connection and that it's rare and that there's nothing quite like it. So I will put this in frame for you to see as well. We'll put your little snowflake over here. And you have picked the Lover's Path Tarot cards, which is a very beautiful tarot deck because it combines the different romantic, mythological, or historical romantic couples through time in the tarot meanings, which is very cool. So as I do this, I am going to be channeling from your person's point of view. So I'm not going to do a traditional tarot card spread. I'm just going to channel what they are going through right now and what messages they have for you. So I will start off with, we'll do 7. So we'll do 7 messages. And sometimes I might have to flip back into the third person if, for instance, there's something that's confusing that needs to be clarified. But I will try to do it all with the first. Okay, baby, hold on, please. We have to put him in the back because he can't handle it. You can't handle. Say bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. I can't handle Mama's dress. The sleeves are too exciting. Nope. All right, so I'm going to put 7 cards out, and we're going to start with channeling with the tarot. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I will take reversals as well. So when I'm channeling from the first person, as your person talking to you, I will take the reversals and translate. Okay. I know that I haven't been the best at commitment. I know that I have been avoidant of this connection and of our love. But I feel that that is changing now, and I have to tell you that I'm going to be more engaged with you. I'm going to commit more, and this heightened emotional intensity that I feel for you, this very strong emotional fantasy, is something that I really do want to ground into the reality, into the tangible. I want to make all these fantasies and dreams come true into something very grounded. I just am not quite ready to express all of my romantic feelings for you. I have a lot of romantic feelings, and I might even be a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or have that in my chart somewhere strong. But I also feel like I haven't been quite ready to express my romantic feelings for you. I've kept them hidden. I have kept them into myself. And that has been hard on you, I know. It has broken both of our hearts because without being able to express my romantic love for you, you have felt very rejected. You felt very hurt. You have felt betrayed by me and abandoned and really like left behind. But I want to let you know that I have not been having a good time. I've actually been crying and I've been very heartbroken as well. So just know that you're not the only one who is sad. And I don't say this to make you feel sorry for me, but I want to just let you know that you're not alone in your pain. And I know that you may feel like you have to walk away from me and walk away from this connection, or maybe you feel like I have walked away from this connection. We are most likely in separation of some kind, or at least there's definitely some kind of distance in this connection between us. And that makes me sad. It breaks my heart. And I don't want to walk away from you. I really don't want to be so distant. And so I'm going to be making steps at some point to come back to you, or to not walk away from this connection. I really do want to invest in this connection. I really do want to, again, make things tangible and solid, and I really want to be grounded there, and I want to really be present with you. I want to give to you, and I know that I have been moving extremely slowly, but I want to invest more. I want to give more. I don't want to walk away, but I also am torn and I'm conflicted because I also don't want to express my feelings. It doesn't always make me feel safe to communicate my words, and I might not even be that much of a words person. So it's very challenging for me, but I do want to continue progressing this connection with you, but I have to go very, very slow. I don't want to jump in or race in or go fast. I know that for you, you used to connect with me in a way that was very sexual and very passionate and very lively and very fun and very confident. And I feel like me not expressing my feelings for you has really taken a toll on your self-esteem. It has really weighed you down. It has dimmed your light. And when I look at you, I don't see this bright, vivacious, happy, confident spirit anymore. And that also makes me really sad. I feel like I don't know where it went, and I don't know how to give it back to you. I also feel like perhaps you have also removed your passion from me. I feel like I don't receive or feel your passion anymore. And you also may have normally a lot of fire in your chart where you might have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And I am just now seeing that I feel like the consequences of my actions have really been destructive here, and they have really taken a toll on you. And I see that now. I don't want to be separated from you, especially if we're geographically separated. I want to be able to close the gap, and I want to be able to move forward, and I want to come back. I want to triumph in this connection. I really do want to be successful, and I really want to just hold you. Holding you and having you in my arms is one of my favorite things. And I really want to have this physical touch with you. I really want to, because when I hold you in my arms, it feels very real, and it makes me feel like I'm not crazy, and it makes me reassured that our connection really isn't all just me, and it really isn't all just in my head. It gives me the reassurance that I need, that you're really here and that you're here to stay. Time is slipping, and I'm worried that it might be too late. I don't know if you will take me back. I don't know if you will let me in. I am also having trouble confronting my shadow side. There is a lot of aspects and dynamics to my personality that I don't know how to integrate in. I don't know how to process it. I don't know how to accept it. I don't want to look at myself as having these parts to me that I judge, that I see as undesirable. I am afraid that you might also judge me the way I judge myself. And I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to heal in time for this connection. I have been keeping my distance from you, so you have been correct in that. You have sensed that I have been removing myself, and that's been accurate. And I've been trying to protect you from, for some of you out there, I am in a relationship, or I'm dating someone, or there's a third party in some way. There is something karmic that is either someone or something in my life. And I've been keeping my distance to protect you from negative karma. I haven't wanted to get you all dirty, basically, by being next to me. And so I feel sometimes like I'm a horrible person, and that, if you were with somebody else, that you would just be happier, or you would have a better life. I regret not choosing you when I had the chance, because I feel like there was a time in the past where we could have been together, and I made different choices, and these choices have created the situation where we are now, and it's not good. I am working to improve myself, and it is kind of a slow process and a slow journey for me. I am trying to be a better person. I'm trying to be the person that you deserve, and I do want to become that person that you have always seen me as. And your interests and hobbies arouse my curiosity to pursue them as well. We have a lot in common. We like the same things. We like the same hobbies. We like even the same career in a way. So there are aspects to our personalities that are very similar. And when I see you happy and shining and bright and doing your thing, it really inspires me to want to do these things too. And I really want to pursue the things that you love, because we share this in common, and that makes me feel close to you. And also it makes me excited to find someone who likes doing the things that I like to do. It makes me feel accepted in a way. Part of the shadow side, part of the things that I can't accept, is the fact that I know, I am very aware that I contradict myself and that I give you mixed messages. And that is very difficult, because I feel like there are these parts that are conflicted in me where I don't want to walk away. I want to give you a commitment. I want to be more present with you and more reliable and here and now, but I also don't want to express my feelings. And I know that gives you mixed messages. I know that messes with your head, and I know I've been distancing myself and I don't want to. And I know that's been really confusing for you. It's just too scary to admit that I'm in love with you, because what that means and how vulnerable that makes me and the chain reaction of events that will happen in my life because of this, it doesn't feel like a safe connection for me. And so it's just too scary to accept it. I don't want to accept it. I don't know if I can live up to your image of me. I feel like you might idealize me sometimes and put me on a pedestal, and I just don't know how I can live up to this wonderful person that you think about me as in my head, when I don't see myself as that way. And I'm worried I would disappoint you and you would get bored with me and you would want to leave one day. You're always in my heart, even though I'm not in touch. And I do want to express that here, since I can't express that to you in real life, in, face to face or on the phone or on text. It's just that you are always in my heart, and I'm sorry that I'm not in touch. I'm sorry that I'm distant. I am sorry for leaving you hanging. That is a regret that I have, that I feel as well. I am trying to be deserving of you. I'm trying to be that person, that image that you see me as. I'm trying to work on myself and do better and make better choices. It is just very difficult to do so. And I'm so sorry for being critical of you. I didn't mean to be. I didn't want to be. And I know that I have been. And I know that's also hurt you as well. My focus right now at this time is my financial security, and I feel like that can come at the expense of everything else. And I'm sorry that it also comes at the expense of you and your happiness and this connection. I really want to focus on my financial security, because I feel like that is a way that I can feel safe in this world when I don't feel safe to be emotionally in love with you. I do feel like there will be a shift in this connection. I feel like I am shifting myself. And I also feel like for some reason, somehow, some way, there is going to be a shift where the universe is going to give us a miracle. And that is what I am praying for, and I am rooting for that. So I know that there will be a miracle, and hopefully the miracle will be my finances, because that will help you as well. I feel like you do speak to me through music. And there is a psychic connection that we share, that we have together. And sometimes it's like I feel like I can read your thoughts, or it's like I just know what you're thinking. I can feel you, even if you say nothing. And when I hear songs, I think about you, especially our songs. And when I hear this music, it puts me into a state of deep reflection. And I really have reflected a lot on this connection, even if I haven't expressed it to you. I feel like you're always on my mind, and so you're always running through my heart. And I've always been thinking about, what do I do with this connection? What am I going to do with it? I just feel like I want success here. I want to celebrate with you. I want to have a good time. And I really want to rejoice in our connection together. I want to be able to celebrate it as a happy union, like we dreamed one day that we would. In January, at the beginning of the new year, I'm going to have more physical time, and I'm going to be able to really invest more in this connection the way I want to. And I really kind of like a New Year's Eve vow, or like a declaration, where it's like I'm making a New Year's resolution where I really want to make a fresh start with you. And that is a priority to me. That is absolutely something that I'm going to try to do. And I want to romance you. I want to be able to give you a fresh start of romance in this connection, because I feel like the timing will be better then. And I feel like that would be a time where we're going to be able to maybe make things better than we used to. I feel like we're on the right track, even if it doesn't feel like it, even if there's not really a lot of evidence that we are. I feel like by January, we are going to be able to have a new fresh start. We're going to be able to have more romance in this connection. And that's when we'll be able to really get started on the right path. I know that this is a frozen connection in time. And we do have a painful past. It affects our present, it affects our connection, and my own painful past also affects this connection. And I don't want to put that on you or burden you, and that's one of the reasons why I remove myself from this connection from time to time, and why I have pulled back. Because with the Arctic, it's like frozen, it's Arctic, it's buried under a lot of snow, and there is a hidden miracle. I just know it. I feel like this connection is the hidden miracle in my life, and I have to hide this connection. And this is difficult because it's such a miracle, but I know it won't be accepted. So I know I have to hide this. And that's another reason why I hide my feelings for you. But hiding my feelings for you are a miracle. And I do see that as it. Even if I don't express that to you. I feel like somehow you know. And my last few messages for you, my person, what I want to say. I really want to keep prosperity flowing in this connection. Again, I mean, my money is very important to me. My job is very important to me. Financial security and emotional security are important to me. But I really do want to give, and I want to receive, and I really want to be able to have that channel open between us again, where we're able to flow, where I'm able to give to you, you're able to give to me, where we're able to express ourselves and we're able to talk to each other about anything and everything like we used to. I do keep the faith. I do feel like there is always hope, even though I feel like I'm in the dark in a way. It's like I'm in a blizzard, and I don't know what's going to break through for this connection. I do feel like we are in a time period, or at least I am, where I'm going to be challenged to grow. There is a lot of growth opportunities in this connection, and I feel like that these challenges are helping me become a better person. And so I feel like I will thrive in this adversity if, just, in a little bit, in a little while. I do love you very much. I want to hug you. I want to physically hold you and give you a warm embrace. The love that you want is here with me, and I do feel like my arms are outstretched to you. And again, I feel like giving you hugs is so much easier for me than expressing with words. I just feel like that we are different in some ways. We share a lot of similarities, but we definitely have our own unique differences. And I feel like you actually have several roles in my life, where I see you as the friend, I see you as the lover, I see you as the lifelong companion, I see you as a spouse. I see you as all these roles, all these things. I see you as family. I see you as sacred. And I see you as a mentor or as a teacher in a way. I see you as a nurturer. You wear all these different hats. You have all these different parts to play in my life. And I just want to let you know how much I value you. So I want to let you know that you're important to me and that I appreciate everything you've done for me and everything you've given to me. And I am sorry that I have not been able to give to you equally. And I want to change that. I just don't know when I'll be able to. All right, you guys, pile one. That was a lot. I hope that you guys have enjoyed that. It does seem like your person did have a lot to say. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you feel like this was not your person or it wasn't, a message that really resonated with you or rang true, feel free to pick another pile or another video, especially if you're drawn to more than one little snowman or more than one little ornament. There might be messages for you in a different pile. And if you liked it, I'd love for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. And I appreciate you watching all my holiday winter videos. And I hope you've been enjoying my Advent calendar series, my countdown to Christmas. So I hope you guys have had a good time watching this. And I will see you next time. See you later. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading today where I channel your love life and your person from the first person's point of view. So basically what that is I'm going to go into a channeling and I'm going to be using the different tarot cards and oracle cards in order to speak to you like I am your person speaking to you. So when I channel it, it's going to come through differently than the majority of my readings have been before. So you have picked a couple of different things that are very cool. So you have picked this little snowman guy with the earmuffs that is very cute. What I love about this is how happy he looks, how celebratory and exuberant, which is very cute. I also get with his little scarf that it's like he's nurturing himself and keeping himself warm. I think that your person feels very nurtured by you, very taken care of. And with the earmuffs, though, I do feel like there's something that your person might not want to hear or that might not be ready for. Or maybe they feel like there's something they really want to tell you that they want to make sure that you hear and that maybe they haven't been sure how to tell you yet. So I feel like in this channeled message video, you're definitely going to hear a lot of messages from your person. I will put this in frame so you can see this little love snowman. You also have picked this gorgeous angel ornament on a heart, which is very beautiful. So this is a very pretty Christmas tree ornament. And I love the little bouquet of flowers that your angel is holding, little poinsettias. And there's 3 of them, which is very beautiful, like this little bouquet, feeling so loved. So I feel like maybe you or your person is very connected to angels and that angels are definitely watching over this connection. And I also love that you have picked the Angel Therapy Oracle. So I'm going to use this deck to start as we channel from your person. And it's interesting because I'm curious how this deck will translate to a first person in regards to your person. So I'm going to use this deck to start, and I'm going to try to stay in first person this whole video, but I may shift into third person if there's something confusing or something I need to clarify. So, and then we're going to go to some other oracles and tarot. All right, so we're going to start off with 5. All right. So I've been actually reading a lot lately. I've been learning a lot, and books are really important to me. I feel like I've been trying to really connect to my life purpose. I've been really trying to write and read and maybe edit or even selling different books. And I've been reading a lot more books that are spiritual in nature. I feel like this is going to help me with this connection with you. And I feel like this strong connection to books is going to be very transformational for me, actually. I'm trying to get a handle over my emotional sensitivity. I feel like I know that I'm a very sensitive person. And because this connection is very emotional for me, I feel very sensitive a lot of the time. And so I'm trying to honor and respect it, but I haven't really been raised to really, really honor my feelings and my emotions and to look at them as the gift that they are, to look at them as insight. So I feel like if I kind of take out my emotion by reading books that are emotional stories, that's a way that I feel safe to be able to kind of get out my emotions. The emotion that I've been feeling a lot lately, the most, has been anxiety. I feel like I've been feeling a lot of fear lately, and I've been really trying to work through this anxiety and ground myself. I haven't wanted the anxiety to interfere with this connection. I've been trying to heal it. So there is that. If you feel guided to help me in some way, you can always call upon Archangel Michael and Raphael to help me really ground myself in more. That will help me and that will help our connection. So you can always manifest or you can pray on my behalf. If you want to pray to Archangel Michael, you can light a blue candle, or if you want to pray to Archangel Raphael, you can light a green candle. And that will help with healing and with courage. And it's ironic, actually, so Archangel Raphael comes up twice. So that's very interesting. So I need a little help. I've been struggling with anxiety. I've been struggling with pain, grief. I've been struggling with my emotions, my depression as well. And so I definitely need some healing for sure. This will help a lot. Maybe even my health. That can also be something that has been getting me down or that has been a struggle in this connection. But I have really tried to open myself up to the universe. I'm in my own way, in my own spirituality. I've been trying to connect and I've been trying to be spiritual. I've been getting some ideas about you and about this connection. And I've been trying to really trust my guidance, however it comes through for me spiritually, for what really makes sense to me spiritually. And I do feel like that I've been also manifesting or praying or been hoping for certain things to happen in this connection. And I feel like that there is definitely like an answer to my prayers. I just don't know how this is going to come about. Mm-hmm. So I really want to close the gap between us, especially if we are at a geographic distance. I really want to race in, actually. I really want to be able to come closer to you. I look at the future and it doesn't feel right to me to not have you in it. And so I really feel like I want to be able to adjust my future so that it's compatible for us, so that it helps us both and it's beautiful. And I know that I have a little bit of a ways to go to close the gap with this distance. Sometimes I feel like I don't even know how to progress or move forward in this connection in the way that I need to. So I still have some things to figure out, but I'm trying to think about it. I know that I have not been very open with communicating to you a lot either. And so I feel like that, you know, you want me to be more expressive. You want me to communicate more. You want me to race in. I want to race in. I'm not sure that I really want to be able to communicate more effectively, honestly, because I do struggle with communication. And I feel like that in this particular way, that everything I try to say to you, I feel like it all comes out wrong. It comes out jumbled. And it's like, I just don't know how to talk to you in a way. It's like everything seems very convoluted. But I feel like I'm very committed to you in this partnership, though. I'm willing to do all the hard work that is difficult to be able to make this connection strong and to move forward with it. That is something that is important to me. I really do want to be able to invest in this connection, or at least to show you that I am not wanting to leave this connection. I know that we have had a lot of difficulties. I've had a hard time overcoming the adversity and overcoming the challenges in this connection. Sometimes I feel like a million things are coming at me from a million different directions all at once, and that's difficult. And I'm not going to be defensive anymore. I don't want to be defensive and closed off to you. I don't want to keep pushing you away or fighting you off. I really want to be more emotionally vulnerable, even while I am emotionally sensitive. And I do want to be able to let you in more. I just don't know how to make that happen. I don't know how to manifest it or how to make that happen. I don't know how to create my own reality in a way that is very, productive. And sometimes I feel like I just don't have the tools, or the tools are in front of me and I just don't know how to use them. So because of that, sometimes I just get selfish and I go off on my own way and my own direction, and I just focus on myself. And it can be perceived, and maybe you even see it, as a little cruel or a little ruthless or a little mean. And I don't mean to be mean. I just don't know what to do. And so sometimes I just remove myself and I just focus on me, because when it comes to focusing on another person in this connection, I feel like that's where I get stuck, and it's hard, especially the communication part of our connection is hard for me. So sometimes I feel like, well, if I'm on my own, it's easier because at least I know I won't disappoint myself, or at least I know that I don't need to worry about saying the wrong thing to just me. It's hard when it comes to the two of us together and communication. And so I know that I have not wanted to open up, but I am going to challenge myself to open up more. And out of anything, if you were to get anything from this reading, it's that while I have not been very good at communication skills in this connection, I might even try to read a book on communication or try to work through this in a deeper way. Because I am going to open up more to you. You are important to me. I don't want to lose you or this connection. And I do want to try to open up more to you now. So that is something that I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to let you into my emotional sensitivity and to my vulnerabilities. I'm going to try to communicate to you why I get triggered and why I react the certain ways that I do. You see right through me like no other. That's another reason why I feel like I haven't wanted to open up before or really communicate to you very well, because I feel like you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. I know it comes out wrong, but I feel like you get it though. I feel like you understand it, and I think that that's important. I do feel that I have been very childish and immature, and I am trying to step into my power. I'm trying to find ways to be more mature in this connection and to be able to really be more empowered. I don't want to be immature and childish, and I don't want to act like a little child. I feel sometimes like my emotions make me feel weak or emasculated or like a child, and that is hard. So I do have to make peace with that. I do need to know that emotions are a strength. Also, for some of you, I am in a relationship. And so I'm trying to formulate an escape plan to leave a karmic partner so that we can be together. So I am really trying to leave this connection so that it can be just you and I. So if you've been waiting for that, I am trying to take action steps now to leave this connection. Because I feel like that they found out about you and they're aware that you exist and they're not happy about it. But, I do feel like that that my partner knows, and that I'm trying to leave them. So my partner, not you're my person, but my partner is aware of this. I know that I'm with a karmic partner. Oh my goodness. And my throat is crazy. I'm just gonna break trance for a second. Literally, you guys, this is insane. Because part of me wants to be like, oh, not everybody is in this. But this is a lot. formulating an escape plan to leave the karmic partner. I know that I'm with a karmic partner, aware that my karmic partner knows about our connection. That's a lot, you guys. That's a lot. So, okay. This other connection has definitely been interfering here, but I feel like your person is leaving that connection behind to be with you. Feeling nostalgic about our past and wishing we were together again. Some of us are in separation and I don't like it. I feel like I keep clearing my throat because I keep feeling like I can't talk. I can't say this stuff to you face to face. And so that's why saying it like this is the only way I can do it. It's hard. It's hard for me to talk to you about our past, our nostalgia, because it makes me really nostalgic and emotional, and it's hard to get the words out. And I wish we were together again. That is my greatest want, and that's why I'm leaving my relationship to be with you. Even if I keep trying to leave and I get stuck, because still stuck in a karmic cycle and too stubborn to fix it. So some of this karmic cycle is my fault, and I am too stubborn to fix it. And I try to leave them, and then I stay, and then I try to leave, and then I want to go, and they know about you, and they know I'm trying to leave, and then I get stuck. And you must be so fed up with this. You must be so frustrated with this, and I'm sure you've lost faith and confidence in me, and that's been hard. The reason why I have stayed in that past relationship instead of fully investing in this connection with you is because it was easier for me. It was easier for me to be in a superficial connection where I didn't have to get so triggered or so vulnerable or really have to put myself out there. I didn't have to take the emotional risk with them. And that's why I've stayed in that cycle for so long, because I haven't wanted to get so vulnerable and go through such an intensity, and I've been avoiding that. But I still love you and I want to be with you, and that's important to me, and it's important to me that you know this. So it's like I have to come to terms with the fact that I'm in love with you, and to be in a relationship with somebody I love is more important than, and it's worth the risk than being in a superficial relationship where there's really no emotional stakes. I just can't admit that I'm wrong. I can't admit that I have made these choices, that I've picked the wrong partner, that I am stubborn. And so I am too stubborn to admit that I am wrong. And that puts me in a very dark place right now. So that is very difficult. I do want the best for you, and that's why I keep track of you online. So I really do want your life to be good and your life to be happy, and I want to be the one to be able to make it that way. So there is this piece, and I have felt safety in the silence between us, but I also feel safe confiding in you. And so there are some things I feel safe confiding in you with. There are other things that I feel safe keeping to myself and keeping silent. And for me, it's just going to be about, how do I have a balance? How can I find more safety confiding in you than by withdrawing? So that's something I'm still trying to figure out, because that's hard for me. I am actually a very traditional person, and I actually have very strong beliefs. I probably do have a very strong religion or spirituality that I adhere to, most of the time. And so for me to be in this connection with my partner and want to be with you, that really goes against a lot of my integrity and what I believe, what my spirituality is, what my religion believes. And really, like, I am the happiest in a traditional relationship. That is something that I'm going to try to make in my life. I am trying to pay attention to my thoughts. I am trying to remain positive, but I get very tripped up in that. So there is this. I like to sing. I like to sing a lot. That's something that's important. I really want to spread my positivity. So when I try to use music to get in a good mood. When I'm really emotional, I try to sing or I try to read a book in order to, that's my way of feeling like it's emotionally safe to get out my feelings. That's something that's strong. I know that we have a very strong soulmate connection, and I want to be able to give you what you want, but right now it almost seems impossible or like too big. And sometimes I feel like I am confident enough to be able to do the impossible. And other times I remember that I'm just a mere mortal. How could I possibly do this strong romantic gesture when I feel limited at times? But I do feel like I am making a lot of changes. I'm shifting a lot, actually. I'm growing as a person, and I'm really working through some things. And I feel like that's a miracle, actually. I feel like believing in the magical is a shift. That's what has been trying to make my mind be more optimistic and positive, and that's what's giving me courage to leave a romantic partner that isn't just a superficial connection. I do feel like I dream about you a lot. I daydream about you when I'm awake. I dream about you when I'm asleep. And you really come through strong in my dreams. And I'm reading a book that reminds me of you right now. I'm reading some story or some book right before bed. And then it kind of gets filtered into my dreams. I might be Latin, or you might be. I get you might live in Spain and or Latin America, or I might, or our families might be from these areas, or one or both of our family. I feel like our connection is a gift. I want to give you a gift. I might even be a love language of gifts, or you might be. But I do want to give you a present. Wow, I knew this was going to come out, you guys. I have to break for a second. I knew there's only one card in all of my Christmas winter decks that is earmuffs. And I'm like, you guys picked the earmuffs one. I knew this card would come out. That's so crazy. So I don't really always want to hear it. I don't always want to talk. Sometimes I just want to make up to you by giving you a present. Or I just want to do something nice for you, like some act of service for you. I don't always want to have lengthy, long conversations. I just want to give you something nice. I do cherish you. I think that's interesting. And I also said, like with the scarf, they feel nurtured. That is crazy. The outfit that came out is literally the outfit on this snowman that I addressed at the beginning of this video. It's so crazy. I don't always want to hear everything you have to say. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I wish that I had more thick skin, but I don't always. And I don't always have the threshold to be able to have long talks. And that is where my communication skills in relationships are low. But I do cherish you, and I appreciate your nurturing of me, and I would like to nurture you by giving you a present. That's kind of like the easiest way for me to show you my love. I know that things aren't always as they appear, especially if I'm still in this romantic connection from the past. But I would like to do acts of service and gifts. That is my way of being able to really come forward and nurture you and this connection. That is my favorite love language, and that's what I want to do. And also, I might be from Sweden, or you might be. So this is very interesting, actually. Okay. aware of my faults. I want to protect you. That's something that I know that I want to do. I am wrapping up things in my life. You know that I am trying to leave my connection, and it's a long process. But I am wrapping up, and I am close to finishing leaving this past connection. I do feel a certain level of safety and security with you, which is helpful. That's what helps me leave. So that's strong, and I do want to protect you. That's important to me. You know, I want you to just be yourself. You know, when you're the real you, when you're just in your free-spirited, happy energy, that's what makes me the happiest. I really want you to be the real you, and I want to protect that part of you. And I do want to travel with you or travel towards you. I definitely do want to close the gap. That's important to me. So that comes out. Again, if I can't say that enough, I do want to take a trip with you, or I want to travel to see you, because that to me is really, really, really important. Maybe I'll give you a gift of a trip. That would be fun. All right, guys. Well, that is what I have for you from your person. I hope it has helped you. If you feel like this wasn't your situation with your person, feel free to pick another pile or another video. And also, you may still feel that there are messages in this pile for you, even if you're not in a third-party situation. Even if your person is not dating somebody else, or married to somebody else, or in a relationship with somebody else. So I wouldn't get too hung up on that part. That might be a message for somebody else. That's only a message for people where it's very, very obvious that, you know, you guys have already talked about the relationship they're in. So this is not a surprise for you guys. So I wouldn't get hung up on that if that's not your situation. It may be that other pieces to this situation still apply. But if it doesn't, feel free to pick another pile or another video. And if you did like this, I'd love for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. I hope you have been enjoying my Psychic Advent Calendar series of shorts as we count down to Christmas. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading today, where I'm going to be channeling messages for you from your person and from their point of view. So I hope this helps you today. You have picked a couple of different things that are very wintry and very holiday. So the first thing you have picked is this really cute, happy little snowman guy with this cute little hat. So I love that you've picked this sky blue, happy, friendly little snowman whose arms are outstretched, ready to give you a hug. That is very cute. I feel like they are very happy and joyous and very affectionate towards you right now, which is nice. I also feel like it's interesting you've picked this Christmas ornament of the purse. So I feel like your person may want to buy you a gift or get you something monetary, which is nice. So I do feel like your person's in a very generous mood and they want to be a provider for you or give you something maybe even a little sparkly. Very nice. I will put that in frame for you. I'll put it with your little snowman so you can see it, your little purse. Okay. I also have picked for you the Oracle of Roses, which is a beautiful oracle deck that is red and holiday themed. Well, not holiday themed, but the red color is holiday themed in a way. So that's cool. So I have this for you, and we'll be able to look to see, as I channel from your person's point of view, what they are thinking and feeling about you right now and what they are going through. So I will pull 4 cards to start. Okay. So I've really been focusing on myself lately. One of the things that I have as a very important value is to do a lot of self-improvement. So that's been something I've been really focusing on. I think I've been single for a while, to be honest. And I've been really looking for somebody that is really, really a good match for me. So I've been looking, I've been on my own. I really feel like you actually are like a caregiver in many ways. You are a nurturer, you are sweet, and I want someone that I can kind of take care of as well. So I want to be able to have, I don't want to always be independent and single and on my own. I really do want that mutual give and take of a relationship, and that's beautiful. So I've been nurturing myself. I've been giving myself a lot of self-love, but I really care for you, and I feel like we could do something really nice. I've been seeking a caregiver. I've been seeking someone who has like a nurturing personality. I really want to be able to have somebody that I can nurture and they can nurture me back. I've been looking for somebody that has like your personality, actually. And I feel like you're like a pioneer in a way. And I feel like we have a lot of that in common. I feel like we both do things, and like I'm a pioneer because I have gone a certain way of life that's very unique and unconventional, and I've been, kind of breaking out of the mold from, things that my family expects of me. I've been going beyond the conventional life path, and I feel like you're the same way. I feel like you're a pioneer too. I feel like you do things before most other people would think to do them, and I feel like we unite in that way, and we identify, we connect in that way. So I think that's actually really interesting. I've been looking for a caregiving pioneer to be a good partner. So until that happened, I'm just content being on my own, and I didn't really want to settle for somebody that isn't what I'm wanting or looking for. So I've been looking for somebody who has qualities that you have, and that to me is very impressive, actually. So what I've been going through lately, especially in regards to like you and this connection, yeah, I don't want to have to be alone anymore, actually. I will very happily take action on this connection, but I don't really want to be alone anymore. I've made a decision that I want to share my life with somebody, and it doesn't have to be fast. It doesn't have to be right away, but I would like to kind of increase my social circle in that way. I'm not in a relationship with anybody else. I feel like that, it's an interesting balance, because on one hand, I'm still trying to work towards feeling like I'm ready to commit and make a commitment, because I am very self-focused. But at the same time, I also feel like I don't want to kind of just be like lonely and on my own or independent. So I'm trying to find a connection, or I'm trying to have a connection with you that's kind of like a blend of both of them, where I can be in a relationship but not all the way, and I can take action on this connection with you, but also still preserve kind of like my independence and my autonomy and my freedom. So it's an interesting dynamic, but I don't want to be so independent and free that I don't have a partner or have somebody special. So right now I'm kind of at this point in my life where I am wanting to transition into a relationship, the right one. I am somebody that when I am in a relationship, I really invest. I really put my whole heart into it. I really like to be consistent and reliable and show up. And I feel like you've already noticed that I do things that are on a consistent basis. I'm not somebody that, I'm kind of a routine person. I'm not somebody that will like do all sorts of crazy stuff or stuff that's kind of unconventional or out of the blue, even though I am a pioneer. But when it comes to relationships, I'm more traditional. And I am somebody that does want a marriage at some point one day with the right person. So I do feel with this, energy that my career is important, and that I'm in a point in my career and in my life where I would like to share my life with somebody, with the right person. And at times in my life, I feel like this career has just been like building at like a snail's pace. But now I feel like it's at a point where now it's a little more self-sustainable, and that's good. And so that's where I'm more ready to be a long-term partner to somebody, and even a marriage partner to the right person. And you've totally captured my attention. I have a romantic crush on you. For some of you that I've been with longer, it's definitely blossomed into a love. And with the King of Coins and the Lovers together, this is like a marriage material. So, and the Hierophant. So I definitely feel like this connection that I see with you has like so much potential. I know we're obviously not ready for a marriage, but you know, for most of you, we're not ready for a marriage. But I would say like this has the building blocks of that. This has a good foundation of that. This is lovely in that way. When I'm with somebody, I am a passionate lover. I have to say, you know, I've been working towards trying not to be so selfish, but unfortunately I do slip into that from time to time. And it's not, you know, something that I am proud of, but it is something that I am used to doing by being by myself and on my own for so long. And so during the time periods that I am selfish or I have to prioritize myself, those are the times where I invest a little less in a connection. And so if you have seen a little bit of mixed signals from me, it might only just be because I do have to focus on myself and my career and that, but not to the expense of this. I do feel like this is actually very important, and this is important to me. So you know, I definitely want to focus on it. But I get good vibes towards you right now. I feel like we're in a good place. Also, I'm not sad over this, and I'm not, you know, anxious or unnecessarily stressed. And so the thing is that I've noticed in myself is my pride and my ego still will dictate my current actions. So one of my struggles is the difference between how can I be self-loving and how can I be selfish? Because I don't want to be selfish. And so I feel like there's definitely like a lot of fire that's coming through with the Emperor and the King of Wands. I mean, I probably have a lot of fire in my chart somewhere, probably Aries. I might have some Leo or Sagittarius. And so there's definitely a lot of fire that I see that does come through. And so I do have a lot of pride and I do have a lot of ego, and that definitely dictates, you know, some situations. But I feel like that is one of my karmic lessons to learn. So I'm trying to take the time to really heal and work through some of my karmic lessons. And so, you know, pride and ego is a karmic lesson I need to master, especially if my South Node is a fire sign. So especially if in my astrology chart, I'm like a past life Aries or a South Node Aries or a South Node Leo, or, you know, if I'm a South Node Sagittarius, I definitely have to fix that a bit. But gosh, do you mesmerize me? You mesmerize me at every turn. I mean, you have captured all my attention, and that is exciting. You have surprised me with how we are a fit, which is good. I'm not sleeping with anyone else. I'm not sexually active with anybody else. I'm not sexually active with any karmic partners or anybody from the past. Like, I really feel like I'm single. I'm on my own, and I'm excited about you. And so that's good. So you don't have to really worry about me being with other people. However, there is a past relationship that I actually told about you. So I'm not sexually active with anybody from the past, but there is a karmic an ex of mine that we're friends, you know, it's fine. And they know about you, actually. I told them about you, and they're, you know, it's like we're platonic now, and it's interesting that how they know about you. But, you know, it's so interesting because I don't really want to date the same types of people that I've dated in the past. I don't really want to, you know, this person was a nice person and everything, and we, you know, are on good terms. We're friends. But, you know, I do feel like that there is more that I want, or different things that I want in my dating life now. So I'm formulating an escape plan to not really repeat the patterns of the past and, you know, date carbon copies or cookie cutters of basically the same person over and over. I don't want to do that. So there is that, because I'm no longer interested in them. But I do feel like that they know about you, and we're friends, and that's nice. So there is that. But yeah, I don't really want to date somebody that reminds me so much of them. And I think that that's why I'm really attracted to you. You're different. So, okay. So one thing that I do notice is with this beautiful glittery purse, I wonder if I have enough money to be able to, you know, really give you the lifestyle that I perceive you want. Now, I don't, you know, I mean, I don't want to say that you're a materialistic person, but I've noticed that when I date people in the past, they have a certain lifestyle that they want or a certain thing that they're accustomed to. And so I'm not quite sure what you're looking for in regards to love and relationships, and how much of a provider you expect me to be, or that. Because the thing is I, with my pride and my ego, need to be a provider. That's important to me. It's a very strong value of mine. And so when my career isn't always, at the point where I want it to be, like it's moved slow like a snail, and it's getting better, but there's still some ways to go. And when I'm in that 9 of coins reversed, when I'm feeling not so wealthy or good, it kind of makes me feel a little inferior. And I feel like that, that a part of your career is actually doing well. And sometimes I feel bad about myself sometimes. And yes, it's because I compare us. And so in a way, it's like you make me feel bad about myself sometimes. But I also feel like it's because I'm the one that's kind of comparing us unfairly. And that's tough. So I'm trying to bury my love for you. So the time periods where maybe I do kind of get a little tripped up or a little nervous, it's really because I feel bad about myself. And so when I get low self-esteem, or I get insecurities, if I idealize you a lot, because I idealize you a lot. And so when I do that, that can sometimes, make me pull back a little bit from this connection, or worry that maybe I won't have what it takes to be able to be the ideal lover that I want to be for you. But I do want to let you know that, I don't mind moving for you, or I don't mind coming to your home, or wherever we are is home to me. I just want to be with you. And that's important to me. So that's good. And I am a better person because of you. So because you probably have a better career than me and maybe a little more money than me, it does make me want to be a better person and kind of like equal you. So it's not so much that I'm competitive, but I definitely want to. It just kind of keeps me at the top of my game, and it really makes me want to, like, make I have ambitions. I have ambitions that are strong. And so, I do see that we do have some differences. And so I'm a little worried that maybe we might even disagree or fight because of our differences. And so there are some things, of course, that are different in our connection. And so there is that. And, if we have had fights, which I'm sure we have, but, I feel like that we would fight or disagree because we are very different. And I'm afraid that, that would take a toll on this connection. So I want to make sure that we are similar enough, at least, to be compatible. That's something that's important to me. My childhood was difficult, and it still affects me. So that is something. So I don't really feel like stressed or upset really about our connection so much. I mean, I get a little self-esteem trigger sometimes, but really for the most part, it's more my childhood wounds that was difficult. So I did have a difficult childhood, and that does affect me. And we do come from different worlds. So our differences, I feel like, are cultural. So I do feel like that this is like a cultural connection, or an interracial couple, or spiritualities are very different, or ethnicities, that sort of thing. So we come from very different worlds. We probably come from different countries, to be honest, maybe even different continents. And I feel like that culturally we are very different. And, I'm hoping that that's not going to be too much of an issue. I think that you are into me and I'm into you, and I think that we can figure something out. And, if we do get in disagreements or fights because of our differences, I think that, at this point we can, we're mature enough to work it out, even if my childhood still affects me and I get a little low self-esteem sometimes. So there's a little bit of that. Let's see. I am going through a spiritual awakening, and I think you've kind of helped me with that, to be honest. I do want to grow. I want to become a better person. You help me be a better person. I'm going through a spiritual growth experience. So that's important. And I've been doing a lot of healing. So one of my favorite things to do is to go out in nature and to go for walks out in nature. And that actually helps me heal. It helps my energy, and it helps me be happier and better. And that's all like wonderful. So that's actually helping our connection a lot. And I'm excited to travel to see you. I may even need to relocate if we live in different places. We are from different worlds. So I may even need to relocate, but I would be happy to travel to see you in the meantime. And, you know, hopefully we could relocate so that we could be living in the same place. That would be great. I do feel that even if we have different religions, that we both share a similarity where we are both very, very intuitive, and we both have like a strong inner knowing. And I do feel a strong intuition about you and about this connection. Like I do feel it in my body, and that is very exciting for me. And I do feel like for whatever reason that we might even have like a life purpose together. And I do feel like that you could kind of really, you know, you have been inspirational to me. So that's beautiful. My name might be Nicholas to some of you, but that's rare. So what I really love is I feel like this could be a connection where we could like sleep in each other's arms and we could relax with each other. And I think we could really, you know, we like a lot of the same comforts. And I think that we could really relax with each other and we could really feel safe with each other and feel nurtured. And that's very, very beautiful. I haven't, you know, obviously had enough time to be super honest with you or open with some things. So there's definitely some things I've been keeping to myself. I've been kind of covering something up, or maybe I'm a little ashamed of something. So I might feel like I'm getting ready to kind of be more open with you as we get to know each other deeper. I want to let you know that I do feel like I have a lot of fortitude and inner strength. And I do want to like show you and prove to you that I can be strong enough for you. That's important to me. I really do have your best interest at heart. So I want to let you know that, you know, I want to respect you and treat you well. And I want good things for you. I want the best for you. And I really want to treat you kindly and lovingly. And I do feel a lot of like with lovers card with you. So I do feel like we could have a very beautiful connection. And I love our connection. I think it's very magical, actually. And I do feel like we could, you know, we are a good team in a way because we have this equal give and take. And I admit, I mean, I do get a little selfish. Maybe sometimes I slant it towards me, and I apologize because I don't want to be selfish. I want to, you know, give to you, and that's beautiful. And I really do come from like an innocent, pure place of wanting to give to you. So that is beautiful. And I do feel like we could be nurturers to each other, and that's very nice. And I do want to protect your energy. So I do want to protect you. I want to be a protector and a provider, and I really do want to give to you a lot. And I'm excited to receive what you'll give me, honestly, because I do like receiving. So, I want to let you know that I feel like I've actually followed signs and my intuition to find you and to stumble upon you in this life, which is beautiful. I feel like God has directed me towards you, and I do feel that you are like a gift from the divine or from the universe. And not to be so bold to say that you're from me, but I would say that I definitely feel like we are in a beautiful, you know, path, and I definitely feel with this that like, I mean, I feel like you're like a lantern that's kind of pulling me in. I am so excited to get together with you. I am so excited to connect with you and open up to you and let you get to know me deeper and me deeper, know you better. And I'm just so excited to get together with you. I feel like that getting together with you is the path I need to take in life right now. And I feel guided to you. I feel like meeting you was lucky, and it's time to take a chance on this connection and get together. And I am excited to unite with you now. I think it's very beautiful. And I want to give you a cup of kindness. Love will show the way. So I definitely have been following my heart, and I've been following my heart to you. And I'm excited to take a leap of faith and take a chance on this connection and get together with you. And you have been like a light in the darkness, and that's been so nice. Now, I do want to be delicate. On thin ice, use a gentle touch. I want to be gentle with you. I want to be sweet. I want to be kind. I definitely don't want to like bowl you over, even though I do have a lot of inner strength. I don't want to physically dominate you in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable. I do want to be gentle, and I feel like I want to be cautious to not scare you off or, you know, freak you out. But I'm excited to see you. And that is what I have for you, pile 3. I hope this has helped you a lot. If you feel like this wasn't your situation or didn't feel like your person, feel free to pick another pile or another video. And if you liked this, I'd love for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you guys later. I hope you've been enjoying my Psychic Advent Calendar series, Countdown to Christmas. And until next video, I'll see you later. Bye, guys. Hi, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading today, where I'm going to be channeling your person from the first person's point of view, from their point of view. So I'm going to be speaking to you as if I'm them. And you have picked some really cool things today as we focus on channeled messages from your person. You have picked this adorably cute little snowman guy with his cute little old-fashioned hat. I love this little hat because it kind of reminds me of like the hat of like a grandfather or like an ancestor or something. So I do feel like that maybe your grandparents or your ancestors are wanting to protect this connection between you and your person, or maybe your person has a little bit of like traditional old-fashioned values, or maybe there's just something where your person likes things that are like vintage or antique or historical or like, you know, older in the past. It might be that this is a connection that is very old, that you have known your person for a very long time. And it might be that there is a sense of like nostalgia with your person. So I am going to put your little cute snowman guy here in frame so you can see him. You also have picked this beautiful ornament, this absolutely gorgeous glittery bow. So I love this ribbon. It's very special. I will put this in frame for you so you can see it. I feel this is like very sparkly. It's like a beautiful aura. And I feel like your person views you as a gift, that they view you as like a miracle, which is very beautiful. So can I put this here? No, I'll put you here. All right, excellent. Yeah. Okay. And you also finally have picked the Tarot de Paris, which you may recognize from some of my other videos. It's my French deck. It's the first deck that I've ever gotten. And yeah, I got this deck very, very, very long time ago. So that's beautiful. I got it in the late 90s. So you or your person may be born in the late 90s, or it might be that the late 90s is an important time period in one of your lives. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to channel from the first person. So I'm going to first put, how many cards? There we go. We'll do 7. Yes, 7. And I'll try to stay in the first person. I might have to shift to third person if I need to clarify something or tell you something like logistically about the reading, but I'll try to stay in your person's energy. So I feel like I am left with no other choice but to walk away. And I have been in deep thought about this. I have contemplated this. I have felt like maybe you have removed yourself, or you've walked away, or I've had to walk away. But I feel like I've gotten to the point where I've thought and thought and thought, and there's nothing that I can do but walk away from this connection because it has been sad and overwhelming. Or maybe you have been feeling like you've been walking away, and that has been making me feel sad, and it's been overwhelming. Maybe we both have felt like we've had to walk away from this connection, and that has been a grief for me. That has been really sad and really hard. I just need a little bit more balance. To be honest, if I got more in return, I feel like maybe I could stay. Or if I was able to give you more in return, maybe you would stay. But I feel like this is a connection that's really emotional and sad and heavy for me, because I feel like I would totally want to stay in this connection if I could. Or you might feel like you would totally want to stay in this connection if you could. But it seems kind of like you feel like, or I've given you maybe no other choice. Or maybe I feel like you've given me no other choice. But this seems like a connection where it's like having to walk away even though we don't want to. I feel like I have been selfish at times, but I also feel like I have been passionate, and I have come in where it's like you've awakened all these passions in me, and I am a very passionate person when it comes to my love life, and I really want to be evolved and treat you well, but I can be a little selfish, and I'm aware of that. You make me so happy though. The 9 of Cups, like you are like a wish fulfillment. You're like a gift. I feel like you have the potential to make my dreams come true, and you've made a lot of them come true for me in the past. And I just want to make your dreams come true too. I have been trying to manifest this connection, and I've been trying to work really hard on manifesting this connection. Or maybe you have been trying to manifest really hard with this connection, and you've been trying to create really strong with this connection. And we have just been trying to make it work, and for whatever reason, it seems like maybe we're blocked, or maybe it hasn't been able to happen, but it seems very discouraging and it's difficult. I get, though, that I'm not letting my worries and stress and fears and anxiety get the best of me. I have used my, logic to be able to overcome irrational worries and fears and anxieties, because I don't want to feel stressed. And so part of the reason of why I might need to take some space is because I need to release this emotional intensity that I have been going through in my life with this connection. And that's where I feel like with the Death card or the Crossing, that it's like I need to end this connection, or you feel like you've needed to end this connection because it's been too anxious and very emotionally heavy. So I feel like that has been very difficult, and I feel like nobody wants this to end. I don't feel like either of us want this to end, but I definitely feel like we're mirroring each other, because every time I want to speak to you in this reading, I feel like it's like you or I are going through this. And honestly, I think it's probably because we both are going through this. I feel like we both feel the same way. So, I hate being with other people. I actually don't want to be with other people. I don't want to be with anybody karmic. I don't want to be with other people. I hate being with people who are karmic, and I'm trying to work on manifesting not having to be with anybody else anymore. Because I'm aware that every time I try to be with somebody else or date somebody else, that they're not you, and it's not working for them. And it doesn't work for me, because it's like I have to psych myself up to try to date other people, and I just don't want to. It is important for me to obtain financial stability, and I feel like some financial issues may have come in between us at times. And I do feel like you challenge me like no other, and sometimes that does intimidate me. That is important. But I just want to let you know that I'm not interested in pursuing any other options. I only want to remain loyal to you. So I feel conflicted, where I feel kind of like I'm forced to end this, or maybe you're ending things, and I feel forced to have to go along with it, and I feel like kind of like there's no other option left for me but to move on and date other people, but I just so don't want to. And I am feeling the pain that I've caused you. I feel like you are in pain. I feel like this has hurt you. I feel like my actions hurt you. I hate that my actions hurt you. And I feel that you are going through a lot of sadness I feel like we both are going through a lot of sadness in this shift, in this connection. And I hate being the one to have to cause you stress. I feel like you have been disconnecting yourself from me. And that might be why I feel like I also have to equally pull back too. And I don't like that you have been disconnecting yourself from me. And I feel like maybe it's too painful for you to be in this connection. So it's hard. It's hard. I'm having trouble confronting my shadow side. So I feel like there's a lot that's going on in this connection where maybe if I was better at my shadows, I would be able to maybe make this work more or something. But I kind of feel like also I've tried everything and nothing has worked. And I kind of feel like I need a miracle. And I've tried praying for a miracle and I feel like it hasn't come in and I don't know what to do. I've been keeping my distance to protect you from the karmic. So I've been really trying to, part of the reason why I feel like I have to distance myself or walk away or keep things kind of to myself is because I don't want you to be hurt by people that I might have to date, since this has been maybe in separation between us, or that, maybe we've tried to end things, or maybe we've tried to move on. And so I don't want to cause you pain. I don't want to hurt you when I'm forcing myself to try to date other people. I think that nobody wants me to do this, and I feel kind of like there's no other choice. And I want to protect you, and I don't want to cause you pain, and I don't want to hurt you. No one compares to you. I am full of joy in your presence. And that's exactly the 9 of Cups. That's exactly that, I don't want to date anybody else. Nobody compares to you. When I try to date other people, it does not work. The happiness that I feel for you, I don't feel with anyone else. I am so sorry for being critical of you. Sometimes I get negative and I get in my head, and I don't mean to be critical of you to the point where maybe that's why you pull back. Maybe that's why you have to leave. A shadow side that I am having a hard time confronting is that I am trying to bury my love for you. It's that I'm trying to get over you. I am trying to push the love away. And that is a shadow side of me. That is a self-protective mechanism. Instead of having a conversation with you and working things out or talking things out, I remove myself and try to date other people, which does not work. And then it gets me stuck in a cycle and it doesn't help. And so that is something that I need to address. That is something I need to stop doing. You are my secret inspiration. I actually don't tell everybody in my life about you. I do keep things kind of to myself. And I don't even tell you about how much you inspire me, but you do. No one loves me like you do. And I'm very aware of that. And that's why nothing else works when I try to date other people. And that's why I know that I feel your pain when I try to date other people and I try to move on. Because I know that you actually really do love me. Even if you distance yourself, and even if I distance myself, I know that we both love each other, which it's so silly why we're distancing ourselves. It's so messed up. And I keep getting signs that remind me of you. I keep getting signs all the time. I get signs every moment. And I hope that you're getting as many signs about me as I'm getting about you, because I kind of feel like, oh my gosh, stop telling me, tell them. Why are you telling me? Tell them. I want them to come forward. A shadow side that I'm having trouble dealing with or addressing is that I know that I'm settling for the life I thought I wanted. I know that I rejected you in the past, and I know that I messed it all up. And I know that my life that I have now is unfulfilling because I thought that I wouldn't have a good life with you, and that's why I ended things. And I am wrong, and I am realizing as I look around and I see my life that I thought I wanted this, and I don't actually. And that's hard. There is something that's coming up, and I am preparing for it. And I've been anticipating it, and I've been putting things into motion. So I am preparing and I am anticipating that something is going to happen. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I really want equal giving and receiving between us. And I feel like by doing this, maybe it will shift things enough to put things back on the right track with us. I know that I need to focus on self-love and self-care more, and I'm trying to do so. I know I'm also not very good at expressing myself and being emotionally vulnerable. And I am extremely emotionally vulnerable when it comes to you, and that is also difficult. So I'm trying to seek some clear direction. I'm trying to find my true north. I am trying to follow my intuition like a compass. And sometimes it's confusing. And I don't know why I keep getting all these signs about you. I don't know. It causes me sleepless nights, and I have constant fears and worries about this connection. So sometimes I can't even sleep because I get so many signs about you, and I wonder if you get the same signs about me that I get about you. So I have been an awfully good girl this year, or a good boy this year, or I've been an awfully good person this year. But that's just a flirting nature of me. Actually, I've been trying to tempt you, and I've been trying to really stoke your fires of desire. So I probably have been a little naughty, to be honest. I'm probably not always on the nice list. But I am trying to also improve my financial security, and I am trying to focus on my career, because I do want to try to make that, at least, be a little bit more, grounded in my life. I feel like that's the only thing I can control. I feel like that's the only thing I can influence, because I feel like I can't influence you and that I can't make something happen. I feel like you are very sure of yourself and that you know your own mind, and I feel like there's nothing I can do to convince you. And so I focus on my job because that's the only thing I can control. Sometimes I feel like that's the only thing I have left. I have been trying so hard to be patient with this connection, because I know that there is patience that is required here. I know this is a rough patch. I know it's a tricky time. And I know that both of us don't even see clearly, really, how to overcome this slippery situation. I just know there has to be patience, and I've been trying to be patient, and I've just kept trying to be patient and waiting. But it's painful knowing that what I did in the past is affecting us in the present. It's painful knowing that a lot of this is of my own creating, because I have made actions and choices that I thought I wanted a different life, and it's backfired. It has not worked out the way I've wanted it to be, and it's kind of frozen this connection with you. So it's painful to me that, and I think it's painful for you. If I made different choices in the past, maybe we could be together now and we wouldn't have this mess. I do feel like I have been very childish at times, especially in the past when I have been a lot more immature. And I feel like when I was younger, that's when I made childish choices that really negatively affected this connection. And I'm trying not to be childish now, but to be honest, I probably am. Who am I kidding? I probably am. I'm trying to cleanse my energy. I'm trying to refocus myself. And also, I really, really have a soft spot for you. Whenever you're around me, I just warm up to you. And I feel like there's just, even if we're going through a tricky, frozen time period, it can never freeze my heart from you. It can never. Especially if I've loved you when I was younger. It's complicated, and I'm working through it. So I know that our connection is a very complicated one. I don't quite know how to fix it. I feel like you are a hidden treasure. And I feel like that it's like I need to rely on my resources, but I feel like they're just hidden from view. maybe I need to use my intuition, or I need to use my talents to really think outside the box or something. Maybe there's some solution that is just out of sight, something I'm not seeing, something I need to do that I'm not doing. But I just want to get together with you. I just want to connect with you. I want to unite with you. I want to see you in person. I don't like being separated. I want to come forward. I'm just trying to hang in there. You know, it's going to get better soon. I'm just trying to hang in there. And I know you are too. I know you're also hanging in there. There is a big discovery that is going to be revealed. So I'm definitely going to show you something that's surprising to you that I hope will help this connection unite closer. I hope that it will be a growth opportunity for both of us so that we'll be able to, you know, come together, and that hopefully that this challenge we're going through that will help us grow as people and will help us learn how to be better in this connection. I do feel like you are like a lucky star, and I really want to take a chance on this connection, even if it's scary, even if it's very complicated. I feel like right now I need to make a bold statement. I need to speak boldly about what I know, and I think that I need to communicate to you in a bolder way than I usually do, and I think that that is something I need to do, and I'm going to try to prepare for that. But honestly, what I really want to do, I just want to hug you. I want to give you a warm embrace, and I want to tell you that the love that you want is here with me. But I feel like I'm unable to do so. But that is what I want to do. And hopefully you can discover that I am here for you. Even if it's difficult. And do I want one more? I'm going to open up to you. I know I've been shy and reserved and timid, but I am going to open up to you. I feel like something is going to happen in this connection where we will have victory and success, that we will have rewards. And I know I might have to be in the spotlight and to be bold and to shine brighter than I have before, because I do know that I need to do something different than I've done before, or maybe something that was effective in the past that I did that was the same, but something needs to change. And I've just been patient waiting it out, but something needs to change. And I feel like with you, we could have such a happy home, and I feel like that things could go so well because we're so happy with each other. And not to mention, I mean, we are pretty infatuated with each other and pretty obsessed with each other. Sometimes I get in over my head, and I do feel like the passion and the lust that we have for each other is very, very strong. I feel like when things are good, that you absolutely spoil me. And I feel so taken care of by you. And I feel like being with you is like a comfortable, you know, bubble bath or a hoodie or a comfortable pampering experience. I appreciate how much you give to me, and that means a lot to me. And I know that even so, while I'm trying to open up, I know that there's a part of me that has locked you out, that I have denied access to me, and that I have made myself very hard to reach. In a way, it's like I'm a little hard to get, and I do need to open up. That is hard, but I wish to be with you. I want my wishes to come true. I feel like that when I'm with you, it's like you just make my dreams come into fruition, and I have been wishing for you. I've been wishing for a miracle and for a solution. I will reach out. I am sorry for when I try to seek attention and I do negative attention-seeking behavior, because I am trying to show you things that I don't know how to communicate better. But I will meet up with you if you would be willing to. I want to see you. I know that you are super sweet and you're very charming, and I want to be sweet to you. I want to give you kind gestures. I want to spoil you. And I really, really want to travel to see you. I would go a long distance to be with you. I want to see you, and I would even go to a new place I've never been before just to be with you. So I'm trying to get ready. I'm trying to feel like our connection is at a place where this can be. All right, pile 4, that is what I had for you. I hope that this has helped you. If you feel like this is not your situation with your person, feel free to pick another pile or another video. And if you liked this video, I'd love for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys have been also enjoying my Psychic Advent Calendar series in my shorts section. So that channels your connection every day as we count down to Christmas. So hopefully you've been enjoying them. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.